Hello, I'm Rex Lita with the news. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, proposed mining activities get backlash. Financial support for widows in Morobe. And PNG players depart for UK. Leader of the opposition and member for Kiriwina Good Enough, Douglas Tomuriesa, has voiced strong opposition to the proposed mining activities on the Good Enough Island on the floor of Parliament this morning. This follows a mining warrants hearing conducted on the island this year by the Mineral Resource Authority.
Member for Kiriwina Good Enough and Leader of Opposition Douglas Tomuriesa in Parliament today urged the government to respect the islanders of Good Enough. He argued that the mining operations would threaten the livelihood and well-being of the local communities. Tomuriesa is concerned about the environmental impact and the potential disruption the mining activities will have on the traditional lifestyle of the island's inhabitants. Tomuriesa is concerned about the environmental impact and the potential disruption the mining activities will have on the traditional lifestyle of the islanders.
Who reside on that island, who inhabit that island, who've been living on that island for thousands of years. People who have survived and thrived with simple agriculture, subsistent agriculture. Mr. Speaker, what worries me is when these mining wardens from the mining department go down to the island or to Milne Bay province, they hardly advise government officials in the district.
Tomuriesa told Parliament that there are so many inhabited areas around the country that have gold and other resources and questioned why the government continues to concentrate on Good Enough Island.
Why you play less low? Kisimo go mining area blow you play, exploring all areas blow you play. Now you go exploring all area where people have enjoyed the benefits of their land for long, long time. Now all of a sudden you get people, mining wardens, to go in there and conduct meetings that will affect the livelihood of our traditional landowners.
Prime Minister James Marape, when responding, said he was unaware of the warden hearing and assured Tomuriesa and other parliamentarians that the government is committed to safeguarding the interests of the people, particularly in the context of resource extraction. Marape emphasized that any mining activities would be conducted with careful consideration of their impact on local communities and the environment.
No one will come with a bulldozer to bulldoze through your rights. Our people have the traditional and God-given right inherent to the area of living and locality. No government can force him, you play along. To give him making mining, now lose him place. We need mining explorations to happen. We need the mining industry to grow our country's economy, but it must be done with taking our people with us.
The Prime Minister further reiterated the government's stance on ensuring that development benefits the people and does not come at their expense. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN News.
Papua New Guinea is launching a new investment platform with the inaugural PNG Infrastructure Investment Summit set for 11th of December 2025 in Sydney. Designed to attract institutional investors, infrastructure financiers and regional partners, the summit will present major opportunities across telecommunications, transport, energy and defense-related infrastructure. The summit forms part of PNG Investment Week 2025. Discussions will cover cheaper mobile services, new undersea cables, satellite broadband for remote communities, defense infrastructure partnership and the financing tools that will shape PNG's next decade. The event will help coordinate the growing number of infrastructure initiatives involving Papua New Guinea. Member for Talasia, Freddie Kamai, raised significant concerns on the floor of Parliament today regarding the redevelopment of Hoskins Airport in West New Britain Province. Kumai pressed the Minister for Civil Aviation, Wakegoi, to clarify whether the plans for upgrading included the installation, upgrading or restoration of a compliant fire and rescue services, a vital component for ensuring safety and operational efficiency at the airport.
For Talasia, Freddie Kumai referred to briefings from the Managing Director of the National Airports Corporation, which indicated that an essential aspect of airport safety was not addressed in the proposed development plans.
Mr. Speaker, while these developments are welcome, there is no clear indication in the NAC presentation regarding a long-standing fire service issue at Hoskins Airport. The Public Accounts Committee report of 2023 highlighted serious concern about the absence of a fully functional fire service, a fundamental safety requirement under the International Civil Aviation Standards.
In response, Minister for Civil Aviation, Wake Goi, acknowledged Kumai's concerns and assured him that the issue of fire and rescue services is a top priority. He emphasized that the government is committed to addressing all safety considerations in the redevelopment process and would ensure that necessary services are included in the final plans for Hoskins Airport.
Into the future, in maybe less than 2 years, 3 years, I think we should have at least enough fire trucks and water and any other that can, be used in emergency cases will be installed. But at the moment, I don't get blame. The procurement and the other process has been done ahead of me. So we go by this way, but into the future, we'll build all this into the new projects.
Ruth Rongola, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Minister Goi said all airports in the country will undergo maintenance and upgrade to cater for the new fleets of Airbus coming into the country.
Future, in maybe less than 2 years, 3 years, I think we should have at least enough fire trucks and water and any other that can, be used in emergency cases will be installed. But at the moment, I don't get blame. The procurement and the other process has been done ahead of me. So we go by this way, but into the future, we'll build all this into the new projects. Maybe in Cardiff 3, we will look into this.
Widows and people living with disability in Ley Morobe province have started receiving their pensions under the Widow and Disability Cash Intervention Program. Initiated by the former governor, late Luther Wenge, approximately 700 widows and 600 persons living with disabilities will receive financial assistance to help meet essential needs such as food and medicine.
Since July this year, digital tents around Ley City have been crowded with mostly people from the rural areas. These are widows, people with disabilities, female divorcees, single mothers, and pastors who are opening their ceremony accounts to benefit from the Widow and Disability Cash Intervention Program. The program, facilitated by the Morobe Provincial Government's Babafi Trust Fund, was initiated by the former governor, late Luther Akisawa Wenge. Babafi Trust Fund signed a memorandum of understanding with Digicel PNG to facilitate the disbursement of 1,080,000 kina in financial assistance to disadvantaged communities.
We want to take this time to thank Digicel Ceremony for working closely with us to help us in the process of having the funds to transfer to each of these the disabled and the widows. So far it has been successful, and also to acknowledge the effort of the late governor who has made this possible. He used to tell us that he has the heart to making sure that every people must be treated equally. There should be no sort of distinctions and all kinds of class labels, social class labels. But he always believes that every person is important, and in whatever ways the government should be able to reach out and help the citizens so that they should be able to enjoy their lives. The pastors we have rolled out, and they've already, on 700 pastors were able to have access in the last 6 months. And thanks so much to also make a mention now that almost 500 plus widows, and of course shortly the similar number of the disabled are going to have access to their cell accounts to receive the help that government promised to them.
Beneficiaries of the Morobe Provincial Government's Assistance Program will receive cash support directly on their mobile phones through Digicel's Cell Money platform. Reverend Bakung confirmed that 100,000 kina has been allocated for the first phase, which will run for 3 months, with each beneficiary receiving 200 kina per month. Some have already been withdrawing cash at Digicel outlets, like Paula Kundi, who is Morobe's representative of women with disability. Today, she waited in line at Digicel's flagship at Top Town, where she smilingly withdrew her cash from her Cell Money account with no hassle. Kamela Guare, TVWAN News, Lei.
This is TVWAN News. Overseas Scholarship discusses coordination and new road to link communities. We'll have those stories and more when we come back.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Tooks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans, expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend, PNG's own coffee.
We've been traveling along this road together for over 50 years. Ella Motors acknowledges the visionaries and hard work that have been the driving strength to continued nation building. We live, prosper, sustainably grow with the community, whilst developing quality mobility chains, aspiring to be your first choice on every occasion. Ella Motors, celebrating with Papua New Guinea throughout our independence golden jubilee.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but me did it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi, Pepsi, you like it, Pepsi, you like it, Pepsi,
Cold Power's Citrus Blast uses stain-fighting active particles to remove dirt, grease and stains from your family's washing, with less scrubbing and rubbing, reducing wear and tear and saving you time. Cold Power's Citrus Blast has an amazing citrus fragrance that gives that extra freshness that will last all day long.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
The NBA on ESPN is happening now. We don't know who's going to catch fire or who will shock the world. We don't know which bucket will break some hearts, who's showing up courtside, if dynasties will ever dynasty again. And we don't know which play will become a poster. But we do know that for tip-off, Christmas, finals, and everywhere in between,
Stop playing with me.
ESPN is your home for hoops.
Welcome back. The Department of Treasury has issued 424.4 million kina in warrants, and the Department of Finance has remitted these funds to PHAs year-to-date in 2025. Minister for Finance Thomas Opa has confirmed.
For Finance Thomas Opa has released a statement clarifying that the national government has not failed to transfer funds appropriated to the provincial health authorities throughout the country. He said to date, the national government has continued to honor its obligations as per budgetary appropriations to support the operations of all PHAs across the country despite their fiscal pressures and competing national priorities. For the 2025 fiscal year, OPA said the national government appropriated a total of 569.3 million kina to all provincial health authorities combined. He said this funding supports core frontline services, including hospital operations, rural health facilities, healthcare workers' salaries for those not in government ALESCO payroll, maintenance, and essential health programs. Minister Opa confirmed that the Department of Treasury has released an additional warrant of 78 million kina, and the Department of Finance has electronically transferred these to all PHAs across the country this week. This means 74.1% of the total appropriated funding has already been released within the normal expenditure timeline for the fiscal year. The remaining balance is fully budgeted for and will be released in line with the government's cash flow schedule. Minister Opa reiterated that the Mara Peroso government is confident that 95% to 100% of the 2025 PHA appropriation will be discharged before December 31st, 2025. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
More than 10,000 people in remote parts of Western Province will soon have easy access to government services. Oktedi Mining Limited has signed a contract to build a pilot road linking the Tabubil Olsobib junction to Golgubib station. The 8.24-kilometer road will connect isolated communities of Golgubib, Duwinim and Imbalgib to the main road network. For now, these areas can only be reached by bush tracks or air travel. Oktedi CEO Kedi Ilimbit says the development will bring vehicle access for the first time and improve service delivery, economic activity, and daily life for local people. The project is funded through the Infrastructure Tax Credit Scheme, with Oktedi contributing 27 million kina and the Department of Works and Highways providing 10 million kina. Construction will take 18 months. National Training Council under the Ministry of Labour and Industrial Relations has convened a two-day workshop with the theme From Access to Impact, Rethinking Overseas Scholarship in the New Era 50 Years On. The workshop is to discuss and formulate a national coordination center of overseas scholarships.
The two-day workshop was opened today by the Secretary for Labour and Industrial Relations and Chair of the National Training Council, George Staunakeke. The workshop and overseas scholarships exhibitions are part of the implementation of the government and NEC decision number 181/2022 of the National Training Policy 2022-2032 by the National Training Council in collaboration with the key stakeholders. NTC Director Kinsella Jeffrey explained that the title of the workshop included donor-funded overseas scholarships because there are a lot of overseas scholarships and people might get confused.
But here we are narrowing it down to only donor-funded overseas scholarships. So the most popular ones is the Australian Awards, New Zealand. These are the most popular ones that we know. But you must also remember that there are other countries doing the same thing, but we don't know. Our people don't know. So that's one of the objectives of having this workshop, so that we can identify other countries, so that our people can have a choice to make, employers have a choice to make, organizations have a choice to make, to send their people to whichever country they think that have the programs and the courses that are relevant for their capacity building.
Secretary for Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, who is also the chair of the National Training Council, officially opened the workshop.
Overseas scholarships, as you have heard from the director himself, is a key policy area. It's identified in the government-approved National Training Policy 2022 to 2032. A significant source of training opportunities in Papua New Guinea is provided through scholarships provided by a range of organizations, including government, private sector organizations, NGOs, churches, and aid donors. Often these are the only way our citizens are given the opportunity to study.
Therefore, there's a need to review and analyze all scholarships on offer with a view to ensuring resources are directed to the most needed skills area. Scholarship patrons who also presented their objectives and activities included Australia Award, JICA, and China. The event will continue tomorrow with a roadshow of all stakeholders at the Tarama Aquatic Center. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
31 members of the new committee were officially recognized and endorsed by the National Office for Child and Family Services on Tuesday, November 18, 2025 in Mount Hagen. The new committee was taken through a sensitization session regarding the functions of the NOCFS, the Lookout in Pikinini Act 2025, the Adoption of Children Act, the Family Protection Act, the Juvenile Justice Act, and other related legislations and policies that govern the welfare and interest of children in the country. The committee will play a pivotal role in addressing the issue of street children in the province and more specifically in Mount Hagen, the country's third largest city. The formation of the committee arrives at a crucial time to address children's fundamental rights. The longest-serving National Disaster Center Assistant Director, Government and Community Relations, Martin Mose, announced his retirement during the 9th Biannual Provincial Disaster Coordinators Conference in Mount Hagen on Monday, 17th November. After many years of hard work and determination, reflecting on his career and many years of making memories along the way, he said it feels incredible.
I'm especially grateful for the friendship and relationship that I have formed over the years. Working alongside such talented and committed individuals has been a privilege, and I know that the memories we have made together will last a lifetime. To my colleagues, I want to express my deep appreciation for your support throughout my career. Your mentorship and advice have been invaluable to me, and I feel fortunate to have had the opportunity to learn from you. To those still working, I want to share a few words of wisdom I've learned throughout my career. First, never lose sight of passion and your purpose. Your person will keep you motivated and inspired, and of course, your purpose will guide your actions and decisions.
And now a look at the finance news. The kina closed lower at $0.2366 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2291 US, 0.3511 Australian dollars, 0.1906 euro, and 35.72 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold, coffee, cocoa, copra, palm oil, crude oil, and copper all closed the day lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. You're watching TVWAN News. More local stories when we return. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, P&G and Mia. Buying P&G made.
Hi, with the help of Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner, with these 3 quick and easy tips, I'm going to show you that more natural, beautiful hair is achievable. Step 1, massage your scalp during washing with shampoo. Step 2, apply conditioner to the tips of your hair. Step 3, gently towel dry your hair. There you have it. For natural, beautiful hair, use Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner. Have a great hair day.
Long year 2024, 7 baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long karen baby, na time baby is susu. Tasol Yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bell mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time Yumi pan him sick HIV area, or time bell mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This Latok Sawe I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, let's raise family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite romance. Sandy Cyclone, scare rise, long scares, air price. Sandy Cyclone, scare rise, long scares, air price. Amber, you like it?
Em tambo tru longkarim o salim na simokin. Marijuana or all drugs no good ikam lo overseas or some cocaine or crystal meth. Nupla law or likolim Controlled Substances Act 2021 by making sawe lo you lo baim court fine enough money mark enough lo 2 million kina or go life year calabus. This platok sawe ikam long National Narcotics Bureau. One time Halivin, Bilom Australia, Papua New Guinea Law na Justice Partnership.
Try. They have men, you know. They have men. Super try. Oh, the offloading is magnificent.
Thanks for staying with us. The Don Bosco Technical Institute today hosted its 34th graduation with over 200 students awarded their degrees and diplomas in respective courses for the past 4 years. Parents and guardians of the graduates flew in from across the country to witness the big day for their children, who have worked hard to achieve this milestone. The guest speaker was a former student, George Cowley, now the Executive Director for PNG EITI National Secretariat. He prepared the graduates with an encouraging speech to prepare them as they start the next chapter in their lives.
Your presence and participation represented not only Don Bosco's commitment to truth and justice, but also the voice of the young, standing up for integrity in our country. The work against corruption is a powerful amplifier that provides a peaceful avenue for citizens to express their opposition to corruption and raise awareness about its impact on society.
Mission Aviation Fellowship International has taken a major step toward environmental responsibility, announcing that all 31 of its Caravana aircraft are now flying carbon neutral. The milestone comes through a partnership with Textron Aviation and sustainability provider 4AR. AMAF's aircraft deliver medical care, emergency relief and essential services to remote communities around the world. Through Textron's Sustainable Advantage program, all carbon emissions from these flights will now be fully offset. CEO Donovan Palmer says the initiative supports the values of the isolated communities they serve and forms part of MAF's long-term plan to cut emissions by 30% before 2035. The offset will support a cook stove project in Madagascar that helps families replace open-fire cooking with cleaner, safer stoves. The project reduces smoke-related health issues, cuts firewood use, and protects the environment. Let's get more on Cyclone Fina, and authorities are urging residents in the top end to prepare for strong winds and potential flooding. Deputy CEO of the Tiwi Island Regional Council, Heidi Dawn, says preparations there are challenging due to a lack of shelters on the island.
Darwin's busiest man, potentially for weeks to come.
There's going to be a lot of night shift, 24-hour shifts.
Residents urged to act now before Cyclone Fina gets here.
Any big trees throughout your property that are close to your dwellings, fence lines or neighbouring properties, definitely get rid of.
My mum says it's not going to be like the one with Cyclone Tracy where it destroys everything in its path.
The last cyclone to hit Darwin, Category 2 Cyclone Marcus in 2018, tore trees down across the city. 29,000 properties were without power, some for more than a week. Supermarkets today already short of some supplies.
Just buying some water and a few necessities for the kitchen.
I'm staying with my daughter.
Oh, really?
And she's ready for the cyclone, as far as I know.
People are getting a bit silly with panic buying and all that. We just went in there to get some standard snacks to reset our pantry. Like, people should have backup. They don't need to panic buy.
The Emergency Operations Centre behind me is where staff from key territory agencies will coordinate the government's emergency response if required. The NT Emergency Service today urging residents to prepare their cyclone kits.
Safest advice that we can give you is that if your house is built to code, that you stay in your home and maintain awareness of the escalations through the Bureau of Meteorology and through ABC and the other media channels.
If your home is not built to code, the location of emergency shelters can be found on the Secure NT website. With the cyclone's path unpredictable, emergency plans may not be needed, but there's no harm in being prepared.
Cyclone Fina has intensified into a Category 2 system. Forecasters are predicting it will hit the Northern Territory coast on the Goulburg Peninsula as early as Friday night. It also looks like it's probably headed for Darwin. Australia's Austin diagnosis rates has surged into recent years as more is being learned about the condition. That's fueling an increased demand for treatment options, but experts are warning against signing up for therapies that aren't evidence-based.
Learning through play. At this early intervention centre, autistic children are working on their social and motor skills.
What is good for one child is not necessarily good for another.
When parents come to Robin Hawkins, their child has usually just received an autism diagnosis.
Then they're tasked with doing all the research to find out what therapies are available and then trying to work out what one would suit their child the best, while they're also juggling siblings and marriages and work life.
Experts say the process can be overwhelming, making it difficult to determine which therapies are evidence-based.
There are a lot of these services both in Australia and around the world that lure vulnerable parents into this idea that there's an easy fix.
Clinics claiming hyperbaric oxygen therapy can alleviate symptoms of the condition are popping up across Australia, including on the Gold Coast. Patients are placed in a pressurised chamber which allows them to breathe in more oxygen.
The pseudoscience or the non-evidence-based treatments are entering this population, and it potentially may be giving false hope, delayed diagnosis and potentially mistreatment.
Gold Coast provider Oxygen for Life did not respond to the ABC's questions or interview request. On its website, it says the therapy is a complementary treatment for people with autism, which may improve language, increase awareness, behaviour and socialisation. But experts urge caution, arguing that evidence-backed early intervention is the best choice. A warning to parents to be diligent with their research.
You're watching TVWAN News. Later in sports, PNG women secure grand final spot in MSG Prime Minister's Cup.
Are you ready to meet the best version of yourself? The one with the bright, confident smile? You've got to take pride in how good you look, how fresh your breath smells, and how great you feel. To boss it at work, to be your best for uni, or to catch the eye of that special someone. You've got to brush up your vibe with whiter, healthier, brighter teeth. Brush up for confidence with Colgate.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Meet YumiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends.
Hello, son.
Anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, YumiPay makes every payment simple. YumiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
Okay. Yep.
Hi.
Yes.
Can I get a loan for my PNG contract?
You need to fill out these forms, these ones, and then you can get back to me. Okay?
Hello? Hello? Anyone? Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Not here. Not right now.
Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Of course, Kenny. I'll take down your details. I'll help with the credit check.
Thank you.
and I'll help with your business plan.
1 car Kenny, 20 car Kenny, 1000 car Kenny. FinCorp, fast forward your finance from zero to hero.
Good morning to you both.
There you go.
The Prime Minister is defending New Zealand's decision to not recognise Palestine as a state.
Brighter days ahead for Kiwis, reads the PR from Finance Minister.
Don't worry, we got this. In order to have a two-state solution, though, you do have to have two states, don't you?
Yeah, you would have seen New Zealand, for example. It's all speculation.
Is that what your team is doing? You're just trying to make a political point here? To be honest.
There's just not enough social housing to meet the needs of New Zealanders.
And that's exactly what it was. Talk to you. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
It's NFL season on ESPN.
Energy, energy, energy!
You know what that means. Friday, busy.
What a shot!
Monday, locked off all day.
For this place absolutely buzzing.
Tuesday, sorry, got plans.
Wide open, touchdown!
It's that toe-tapping, pick-sixing, game-winning drive time of year.
Wow, what a catch!
So fill your calendar. The NFL is on ESPN.
Following the latest signing by UK club London Broncos, the 5 PNG Rugby League players left for the United Kingdom today via Singapore. The players, Morea Jr., Guy Rovoro, Finley Glare, Robert Mathias and Apel Capinius are first-time travellers to this part of the world. Although a bit nervous, the boys are all excited and looking forward to a new chapter in their rugby league journey.
It was quite an emotional moment for the immediate families who came out to see off the boys. They were joined by the PNG Hunters team manager Ronnie Titi and Hunters board member Wawi Kuele. On behalf of the PNG Hunters franchise, Mr. Vele expressed pride and excitement for the players. He emphasized the bittersweet nature of the moment. He said, while it's a challenge for the boys, it's an invaluable opportunity to represent not only their families, but the country as well.
Yeah, we couldn't be prouder just to see them go and fly the flag, not just for their families, but also for the country and for every rugby league supporter in Holland. Just wishing them all the best and looking forward to watching them play in London.
Apel Capinia's 27-year-old prop is still in disbelief after finalizing his deal just this Monday. This journey holds a special meaning as it marks 25 years since his uncle, former Kumuls enforcer Solbert Lucas, participated in the 2000 Rugby League World Cup in the UK. Apel expressed pride in how hard work and sacrifices have finally paid off.
Yeah, I was looking forward for it. He's been telling me to just play hard and make sure follow his journey where we went there. So now I'm going there where it's a big bonus for me to go and have a 1 year stint with the London Broncos and stay at London where I'm a master this time.
Finley Glare from Southern Highlands shared his excitement, stating he can't wait to showcase his talent in the UK, aiming to make both his family and the country proud.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect that to come quickly, but it just happened, so take it with both hands and see what's ahead of me. Like I've said before, it's the best feeling ever. Now to got our tickets ready and finally we want to travel out. So really excited to go out there and do our best out there. It's the first time for me to travel that much longer hours or period on there. So for me, it will be a great experience for me, but scared a little bit, but it will be a great experience for me.
Guy Rovoro expressed gratitude to God for this opportunity, recognizing it's the biggest moment of his short career thus far. He too feels honored to represent his family and country on the international stage.
First thing that thank you, big man, always answer everything. Secondly, thank you, Coach Paul, always ato akong sa Jimmy, Panero, sa kurang kirap lo wanem sa antimino hindi so thank you straight lo coach Paul secondly mila to hindi lo coach Jason isla opportunity kam mila to thank you lo family all your family my mommy mommy too so all your all family all very proud of me so yeah so all
The players will journey via Singapore, then to Doha, concluding their travels at Heathrow Airport in London. This marks the beginning of an exciting chapter for these PNG talent as they brace to expand their horizon in the UK. Terry Long with TV1 Sports.
The PNG women's national team has secured its place in the grand final after defeating Solomon Islands 5-0 in the MSG Prime Minister's Cup 2025 semi-final match today at the PNG Football Stadium in Port Moresby. The grand final will be played on Sunday. Solomon Islands women's team took the pitch today with a lot of expectations. They were eager to win the game and be the first national team to feature in the inaugural Women's MSG Prime Minister's Cup. Despite showing a lot of enthusiasm in the opening exchanges, they struggled to find their rhythm. As the match progressed, the PNG women's team found its form and was unstoppable throughout the contest. They went on to score 5 unanswered goals to round up the match. The Solomon Islands, on the other hand, struggled to contain the hosts on home turf. They were held scoreless to finish the 2025 MSG Prime Minister's Cup title run in a disappointing finish. PNG Women's National Team head coach Eric Comang praised his side's performance. He said the team played well throughout the tournament and deserved a shot at the inaugural Women's MSG Cup title.
We came here to beat them, and with the quality football the girls played today, we came up with the 5 goals. The girls deserve the win, and recovery is the one that's very important for the team. We have to go back, recover, and girls can feel much better, and we work again on tomorrow and onwards towards grand final day.
Comang expressed optimism about his side's chances of winning the competition. The team has won all group matches before going into the semi-final. And with the the PNG National Darts Federation has received a boost of 10,000 kina ahead of the National Championship to be held in Alatau, Milimbay Province next month. Lay Biscuits Company has once again shown support for sports that they impact the youth in PNG. The sponsorship worth 20,000 kina was made recently by Lay Biscuits to the PNG Darts Federation, 10,000 kina of which came in the form of Lay Biscuits Company stocks, while the other 10,000 kina was in cash. This sponsorship will now see Lay Biscuits join the list of sponsors in this annual PNG National Darts Championship. Managing Director of Lay Biscuits Company, John Cho, said the company is happy to be the silver sponsor of the National Championship and is looking forward to being part of this national event. Cho said the LBC has thrown its support behind this event because Darts football is among top-performing sports in the country and has the gold ranking in the Oceania region. Stephen Quinn, president of PNG Darts Federation, welcomed this sponsorship. He said it is through such support that the successful events are hosted, and he is looking forward to this partnership. The 2025 PNG National Darts Championship will be hosted in Alatau, Milimbay Province from 10th to 14th of December. The much-anticipated end-of-season National Club Championship has been cancelled for 2025. PNG RFL, through the Community Rugby League Development Official Notice, outlined specific reasons for the cancellation that came out last week, advising all affiliated leagues of the decision.
PNG RFL General Manager Community Rugby League Mark Mom noted that due to non-compliant related issues among affiliated leagues, they had to take action. Only 23 out of 56 affiliated leagues completed their grand finals, which is less than 50%. A majority of the affiliated league failed to finish their grand finals during the designated competition window from April 1 to September 30. Going forward, the Community Rugby League Department plans to deliver club and league kits to all affiliated leagues between November 21 and December 5, 2025. These kits will be distributed to compliant leagues and clubs only. With eligibility of club kits, only the 2025 premiers from senior men's and senior women's divisions of compliant leagues will receive club kits. This emphasizes the importance of following guidelines to qualify for rewards. PNG RFL is considering a new format to better reward participation in senior leagues moving forward. He stressed that communication with league officers remain vital, with league and club presidents encouraged to communicate with their respective participation officers to ensure they receive their relevant kits. Mom stated that the cancellation is unfortunate but necessary for better organization and compliance moving forward. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
That ends the sports segment. Now the weather report. In regional focused, southern Port Moresby, cloudy periods with few showers, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Alatau, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Mamase, Lay, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo Rabaul, partly cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Buka, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Highlands region, Goroka, Bands and Kundiawa, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, seas light with northwesterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. Solomon Sea, sea smooth with northeasterly wind to southeasterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas light to moderate with westerly to northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean, sea smooth with southeasterly to northwest winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island, Karamayul Island would point to Samurai Island, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. And waters of Samurai Island to Cape Vogel and Old Milne Bay Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.0 meters. And that has been another edition of TV1 News. Pleasant viewing. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by